You see, family, a system is simply, by definition, a set of principles to which something is done. So the system around the Sabbath meant that they could not heal or help for that time period. But then Sunday came and another system stepped in. The system of sin said, well, the reason your hand is withered like that is because you sinned or your mom or your daddy messed up. And it becomes this perpetual cyclical driver that maintains the oppression. Doesn't it sound familiar? That we've got funding for everything, but it's not materialized in our school. That you can be 20 or 30 miles apart, and we've got kids who've got to do work on paper and children who've got Chromebooks and iPads to waste. And hear me, family, that's just in Maryland, but Virginia's not too much better. Because on average, the state of Virginia spends $52,925 per inmate for over the 27,000 incarcerated citizens. And for the K through 12 spending, they spend on average $12,638. I'm talking systems, family, that make decisions that have no regard for the people who are the most vulnerable. That we can afford all these brand new things. We can afford to sell buildings, but not to have actual grocery stores with vegetables in our communities. What happened, child of God? I'm trying to tell you, the system is working. And I'm moved by this because in Jesus here in Mark chapter 3 decides that he cannot sit idly by. He's got to disrupt the system. And hear me, CPC, in these days, on this last Sabbath of Black History Month, we must be like Jesus. That we cannot sit idly by, but we must disrupt every system that seeks to exalt itself above Christ. And at the command of Jesus, to the dismay of the system and its leaders, you've got to stretch it out and get whatever needs to be restored.